Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. Now, we've got the latest expansion here, which is called Battle of the Bosphorus, which of course has got an impact upon the battles around Greece, Bulgaria and of course Turkey. And a little bit of an impact upon Yugoslavia as well. But I think of course it's got a big impact on the larger game as such as well. So I wanted to basically see what kind of impact that would have if we were to play as Germany. Of course, yeah, that's still far away from where the German Empire would start. But I do think it will actually have some impact upon the evolution of the game. So I wanted to basically have a look at what kind of impact that would be. Let's start by going through our traditional bits of research. Doing of course our machine tools here. We're going to do our electrical engineering here. We're going to work on more construction here as well. What else could we be working on at this point? Now, I've got bits and pieces in here which are interesting, but of course I also got my artillery which I can boost, or I can really start going through these trees of doctrines as well. I think that's really what is going to be most beneficial to me at this point. Let's look at improving our factories as such. Importantly, of course, here is to look at the regions where we got 80% infrastructure in place. Those will get the biggest boosters initially. Then afterwards we're going to go down for the ones that got slightly lower ones. Let's say 70%. I'm going to try to boost as much of the factories there as I can. Okay. Not all states have got 70%, but there is a fair number of them luckily, so that's good. Now I do want to of course also boost my infrastructure in the relevant places, such that at least I can see that impact improving even further. I've got quite a lot of steel I'm producing, as you can see here. Key reason I did that one is of course that's my capital area. I want to basically see all of these boosted here. Plus, of course, down here we got nice resource extractions going on as well. And not to forget our oil, huh? So let's move this one actually up to the top there, because the oil booster would be quite beneficial there. Alright, that's a good starting point. Armies. We're going to split them into different army groups, so to speak.
Befehle. Angetreten.
That's all going to be Eastern Front.
Bereit.
Alright, that's Western Front. East German Theater. And this one will be the West German Theater. West. Right, probably a bit boring this initial phase, but yeah, it's a phase we have to go through anyways. This one doesn't need to be a top star, but it does need to be a good one. Let's firstly do the eastern side of things, maybe. Von Rundstedt. Unfortunately, he's an old guard. Von Kluge. It would be so nice to be able to dismiss or basically at least remove from the list the ones that I've got old guard on there.
Angetreten.
Right, this little man. Who are we going to set for this? Harsh leader? No. Cautious? No. Cavalry officer? Most definitely not.
Zuhören.
If I look at these ones here, probably I won't even split this up into yet another general underneath the same marshal, which we're going to set to be a Rommel. He's going to be versatile. He's going to be able to move from one side to the other. Student. Interesting leader that one is. And as you can see, he's got a little plus there, which indicates, of course, we can give him some boosters.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
That one's already selected. So at this point,
Achtung!
this... Why did they set Rommel here? Okay, never mind. Let's set this to be the Prussian army. Then, of course, this
Achtung!
comes... Oh, okay, I should have really done the other way around. Never mind. Von Munstein. This will be the armored army. And that, of course, is going to be Army 2, and that's Army 3. Okay. Even that I might split into multiples.
Befehle?
Yes. Different leaders for the different bits.
Angetreten.
Even here, let's see what we can actually allocate here. As you can see, there's a massive selection of leaders to choose from. Political connections. Cautious and career officer. Okay, cool. Let's go for this one. This one gets that particular bit of territory there to defend.
Bereit zum Ausrücken.
Long border to defend. Okay, different bits and pieces to be done. We still are working with some outdated technology, but that's of course on these ships, and they are under construction. They're going to complete relatively soon, so I'm not going to touch that as such. The same goes for these destroyers. We're working on some other ships here, as you can see as well. Let's just complete these as quickly as I can. Okay. Lots of them are in the queue. That's perfectly fine. Now, as you can see, we are currently working on, of course, infantry equipment. Artillery is being worked on. I'm going to boost that all slightly, but I want to basically do a substantial booster for this here, to be honest. But I also want to basically boost this here and that there. Fighters, I want to see increase to 4. That one should be boosted, and that one should be boosted as well. Alright, interesting. Interesting. So, good. Nothing is in basic training, and we will change that. Most definitely, we will change that. We're going to add one of these to Brandenburg. We're going to add 3 of these. So, firstly, of course, reinforcements should be done. And this one should be getting good priorities as well. And then, of course, we're going to do this at low priority. Saxon, and this is going to be set to Hessen. Let's set that to 10. Manpower we have got, so no problem there. First thing, of course, we're going to choose here is, of course, the route to take here. I think the 4-year plan is a really, really good one to go for. So let's go for that route. Decisions are available. Yes, we can of course put pressure on the Dutch. I think for the moment we're going to leave this B though. And we're just going to go with what we've got here. Okay, so we're just going to let the time run slightly quicker than it is at the moment. Once we get the 10 political power points, we're going to basically do that demand of the increased Dutch trade with the Germans. Okay, MIFO bills, yes, we can cancel them, but I don't think that's going to be beneficial because at the moment, of course, it is costing us political power. but it's also giving us a booster in terms of some other factors. So we're quite happy with that. I do have a shortage of rubber, which I will basically deal with by trading with the Dutch East Indies. Okay, MIFO bills. We're going to leave in place, but we are going to put that pressure on the Dutch, like we said earlier. Not going to touch those MIFO bills at all, to be honest. Just going to let them be. As you can see, they are costing me, but they're going to be really, really nice boosters at the same time as well. Research is progressing nicely, but the 4-year plan is the first one that we're seeing focus put onto. As you can see, this is going up quite nicely. The only one that's got a bit of an issue, of course, is the armored divisions productions side. Okay, let's keep an eye on what we see here. This is progressing nicely as well. Yeah, we can actually do the next one before anything else. So we're going to give that next booster there in 4 days. 3, 2, 1. There we go. 4-year plan will complete in 5 days. 4 days. 3, 2, 1. Nice, done. So what's the next one we're going to go for? Now, autarky is a really, really nice one because it gives such nice boosters to production as well. This one is really, really nice as well. Grobrow, okay, but that's going to give me infrastructure booster. So I think I'm going to go for this one for now. Give me that basic bit of an extra boost in terms of production. Now, one thing I actually haven't done yet, I actually haven't created the Abwehr. So, let's choose. Captain of Industry is a really, really good one at this early point. And he's available and he's cheap. So, I would say go for him. Particularly if you're, of course, trying to grow your industry, that is a really, really good choice to go with. Okay. So, tank production does need a bit of a boost, it looks like. So I'll move it up to the top here now. And there's a trade. Are we exporting anything to our neighbors? I would assume we're exporting some steel, but I don't see that as of yet. Okay, let's just keep an eye on that. 1 more day to go here for this one. Next bit of pressure being exerted. Right, that's progressing nicely, but that's another at least 55 days to go. I did expect that to happen, yes. Nice. So we can actually go for the mechanical computing. Next one to complete here will be the basic machine tools. But again, we can exert more pressure in the interim. Once we got our agency set up, we're going to basically put a bit of network construct building here in Austria. Okay, a few more days to go. That is completed. Let's see what else we can do next. Localized training centers is a really, really nice one as well to get. All pay off really, really nicely, really, really quickly. Okay, 20 days to go on that one. This is another, 35 days to go. So yes, we know what's going to complete first, but that is actually the first one to complete, to be honest. So what do we do here? We of course got diplomatic options we can use here as well. we can of course improve our relations with these guys here. And I think that will be a really, really nice one to go for. Yes, we've got different ideologies. That's not really a big issue. But if we can exert the pressure here on them, and if at the same time, of course, we can see the impact of that, that will be, of course, amazing for us. 2-1. Almost. There we go. Next one. Nice. Now we're going to go for the centralized one here.
Achtung!
Nice. Okay, so where would we benefit from this? On the eastern side, of course.
Befehle! Bereit! Achtung!
I really want to change this one over to normal. Yes, I need some extra manpower, but that's fine. I can work with that easily.
Befehle!
Have I got more of them?
Befehle!
No.
Angetreten! Bereit!
Okay. Perfect.
Zuhören!
Template for these. That's a good template, I would say. That's not to say that I can't make improvements. I most definitely can, and I will. Okay.
Bereit!
Camouflage skirmisher is, of course, always a nice one to get.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Cool. Did I set the wrong leader here? Maybe I did. Panzer expert. Combined arms expert. Let's go for that one. Ah, yes, one thing we haven't actually done yet is, of course, we haven't chosen our naval leaders yet. Mr. Dunitz, and here we got another slot available, and we're going to go to Raider. Right, what else can we do here? Merge those two into one. Any other loose ones we got here? No, not at the moment. I will wait a moment, I think. Ooh. Yeah, interesting. Like I said, waiting will of course help me because it gives me additional bit of time to work on things. 6 days, 5 days, oops, that's nice to see this one coming through. Forming that department straight away, and we are going to choose Localized to come from there. Okay, he's going to do his bit of work. 1 day to go it was, and now we've of course got that new one at our disposal, which then gives me the options of choosing what to do next. Now there are of course really interesting ones down here, but this route here gives me nice boosters as well. Okay, so that's the area that basically we see that new option on there, so that's a demilitarized zone here as well now. Do we have any intelligence on what's going on in here? Nope. We do see, of course, the leader of Greece listed there, leader of Bulgaria, and you do see there's tension between these nations. Turkey's got no tension with anyone else. They've got no tension. Italy has got no tension at this point either. So yeah, you do see tension down here between Bulgaria and Greece. There's friendliness between those nations. Interesting that I didn't see that from the perspective here. So it's friendliness from them towards the others, but not the other way around. Similar seems to be tension between Czechoslovakia and, in this instance, Hungary.
Befehle.
Right. Let's boost progressive time here again. Okay. We're going to keep today's episode relatively short. Let's put more pressure on them there. And let's see what we can do here. 9 days to go, 8 days to go, 7. That one's still got a long way to go as such. Events or decisions. EFO bills probably. Two days to go for this one here. And we formed our new department and we're going to give that a booster. Now where are we going to focus on? Let's do that on these guys here. Let's work on their intel as such. Nice. They had a nice booster there. Yeah, let's boost this hair zone. Any bits of output that are boosted is of course always welcome. We're still getting our resources in. We're still working on, of course, expanding our industry, which of course does need a bit of work. Right, one moment guys, bear with me. Sorry about that guys, I'm back. So what we're going to do is we're going to just see where we stand at the moment. That's almost complete. We do have an extra division at our disposal here, which we're going to allocate there straight away. These guys really should go to there for the time being. Put that more pressure on there. Once we complete this one, we're going to call it a day. Shouldn't be too long, should be 15 days there. Nothing else completes before then.
Befehle.
So all good, I would say. Oops, that's actually allocated to there though.
Zuhören. Angetreten.
Okay. Final bits and pieces being done there. Radio intercept group. Let's keep on boosting that.
Befehle.
Nice.
Befehle.
See that next step happening there.
Achtung.
Okay, so at this point we do see... okay, we're not really in the best states as you can see. But what we can do at this point, we can talk to them and we can basically, of course, offer them help. Volunteers. Now it does say we can send 3 over. Well, let's wait for that until the next episode. So guys, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.